That's a really good one. Well, they're all great.
So, yeah, for sure. Now, here we go. Race underway as we start on Sirius Station here. We get to meet a friend of ours, say hello to the baby Metroid. But for those who don't know, the Super Metroid Prodigy tournament is for those who have a above 50 any percent time, mainly focused towards helping really showcase people's awesome runs and their improvements throughout the tournament. A friend of ours, say hello to the baby.
Yeah,
Metroid.
which there have been plenty of. And Fiesel was
who
asking a
don't
good
know,
question there. There have been several
Super
that have
Metroid
sub
Prodigy
50
tournament
just
is for
during this tournament.
those who have a above 50
2 or 3.
time.
Is it 3? I think it's
Mainly-
BPS. We forgot about beeps.
We can look at the there's a best somewhere here on the list.
So, Aussie was another one. That's right.
Have we? I don't know if the top 10 times have been. Maybe I'm not unsure because I haven't been keeping up too much, or maybe it hasn't been updated. But John, French Lightning John, has a 49.24, and then Rasu has a 50.36 for second best time, and then Aussie has a 50.48 as some of the best times of this tournament so far.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I probably should pull those up too. I haven't checked those. I know several of them are needing to still be updated, but yeah, there's a lot of good information in there. All right. We are headed to Zebes, whatever it's called.
Choose your poison, boys. Name it whatever you want.
Yeah. I didn't catch the series times, but I'm not a huge fan of series anyway, so we'll just keep going and not worry about it.
No, that's cool. These runners are frame by frame right now, though. That's
Absolutely.
good. So, I mean, they got out at the same time.
All right, I'm pretty sure Maniacal's going to be using the Moonfall here in just a second. He's probably going to prove me wrong as I say that.
There he goes.
All right.
Moonfall is a super neat trick. Equipping Moonfall in the special mode items in the settings, you can do this little trick that uncaps your fall speed, and you can just fall down really fast. So him showing off that there, just falling straight down the shaft there, while also passing through the platform along the wall as well. The uncapping speed actually just pushes you right through it too. So quickly, we're just picking up their early game items, Morph Ball, and their first missile pack.
Oh, I just noticed I have the the stream delay. I might go fix that here in a second, but yeah, I'll keep up as best I can. All right. So I really hate this room, and I like what Maniacal's doing there, just jumping across each individual pillar. I never seem to get that room correct. And he's going to do the right side climb.
Gameaholic choosing to do the same thing in both rooms. Having a little bit of trouble with that left side metal pirate.
Yeah, those guys are not nice.
It'll be a little tough to get down fast, but it's it can be a little difficult, tricky room to get through at a reasonable time. Making sure you're dodging and weaving out of those pirates.
Yeah, the Behemoth and Oats and Zostin, those guys make it look so easy. It's definitely not. All right, so a sub 5 bomb time for Maniacal is really good. Didn't catch his split there. I think he might have been on pace or close to.
Nice, and then clears Bomb Teresa without activating his final phase, getting those 5 shots in, and then finishing the rest of them off with missiles.
That's so hard to do. I seem to never be able to get that.
It's a little tricky. You want to make sure you just fire your shots off. Like you could see every time you hit a Bomb Teresa with a shot, it'll flash. You want to make sure you hit a shot in time and without because it'll buffer shots, like there's invincibility frames. So every time you see that BT glows, that's one shot. So you want to hit 5 of those in order, and then missiles after. In which I also didn't learn, if you mistime it or something and you hit his second phase without damage him properly with charge shots, you hit him with 4 charge shots and then rest with missiles, and then he doesn't hit his third phase or something. It's really interesting. I thought it was just waves of 5, but I didn't learn that until recently.
I always did too. Well, you learn something every day about this game if you play it as much as we do.
For sure.
Of course, I'm going on 3 years myself, and it's just every day something new.
Yeah, for sure. Maniacal getting the Mach Ball underneath the gates here. Pick up early super missiles. We'll wave goodbye to Spore Spawn once again, sadly. Poor guy doesn't get much love with a simple, easy trick that just prevents having to get those missiles. That's the other option there for super missiles. That just involves a speed keep. If you run as with Samus, and if you quickly morph into a ball smoothly as you hit the ground, you can keep that run speed. As you see, Gameaholic pulling it off as well, very good. It helps hold the speed, and you're able to get under those gates quickly without the use of Speed Booster.
Yeah, one of the first sequence breaks that I saw back when I started watching the speedruns of this game that really just, I think, cemented it for me. That was definitely the one that I said, wow, I gotta try that.
For sure. I think it had to have been almost everybody's.
Yeah.
That was one of the cool things that I started learning.
All right, a pretty good green heals here from Maniacal. Another room that it's not the easiest. It's kind of tricky to get perfect, but does a good job and gets the charge shot in on that cack attack to get the extra supers.
Gameaholic finally pick up his charge beam and making his way out of Pink Bryn Star. Be joining Maniacal through into Red Tower. Gotta say hello to Kraid.
Yep, we'll check on those DLC legs here in just a minute. Definitely don't want to see them, but
I want to ask if they'll be taking the dance, but March Madness is already over.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, I think I know who you were pulling for.
Oh yeah, you know it. Gameaholic jumping over that cack attack. I'm curious to see what he's got going on, or if there's other means of ways that he chooses to farm. There's always something new that you learn with each different runners, how they choose to take different approaches. Because most cases, you'll see a lot of people kill that cack attack there, and cack attacks yield a good chance of super missiles to help fill up super missiles and all that.
Oh yeah, if the health is full, then you're pretty much guaranteed.
It's It's a really high chance. I can't remember what the percentages are, but
Yeah, me neither. So it's 99 something, I believe.
Gameaholic making quick work at that Kraid's warehouse. Shoutouts to Lex for that one. I never heard of that one before. I like that. Oh, Maniacal trying to open up with a charge shot to lock Kraid's arm, but didn't time the super missile right. Was gonna take a dance with Kraid. Still quick work with Kraid, doing a nice job cleaning it up.
Yeah, definitely a good recovery there. Yeah, I believe it's something we've all done and just said, oh, whatever, let's keep going. He is not nice like that. Luckily, it doesn't waste too much time, I don't think, does it?
It's not too bad.
Oh, Gameaholic gets it, though.
That would give or take like 10 seconds, maybe. That's just like my rough guesstimate.
Yeah, that sounds about right. It's yeah, so with Gameaholic getting that, that's about 10 seconds he's going to gain on him, on Maniacal, that is.
For sure, he is following suit and hot on his heels. As Maniacal picking up the E-Tank, leaving out of Kraid's lair. Nice little mock ball leaving Kraid's warehouse.
Oh, you gotta love that one. I love that mock ball.
For sure, that's a good one.
And these key hunters, we're having a party over here.
It's also a troubling room to get. If you're not really on the dot with that, they can be a bit fussy, and you can't jump out before they start swooping at you.
Yeah, of course. I think the best way is just to wall jump and mock ball as soon as you come out of the wall jump. It gets you straight out, but it's still hard to do.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Just trying to morph out of it, taking damage, and then bouncing up and out of the hole if you can. But the trick to that room is you want to jump through that door transition, and it'll spawn the key hunters upwards. Or does it? I can't remember what the thing is with it, but you want to jump through that door transition, kind of help with the positioning of the key hunters, and if you time it correctly, you can make your way through with no difficulties.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that you're right there.
Another cool thing to note here, Maniacal got it. Gameaholic making it through that initial room from high jump, trying to kill that bug before he darts underneath to re-unlock that door, so you don't have to, on your way out here from high jump, you don't have to re-kill that enemy to unlock the door. Make a swift exit.
Yeah, it's super frustrating if you have to go back and kill the guy. Of course, you could bypass the missiles altogether, but I think if you do decide to get the missiles, it's like 5 seconds wasted having to go kill the guy again. It's pretty annoying.
Maniacal making quick work of Bubble Mountain. I think he's really close to just barely missing that wall jump up the mountain, but getting up there safely. King Kak taking no casualty from him.
Yeah, this whole section, in my opinion, the Upper Norfair collection, it's deceptively difficult, and it's especially to do it quickly, because there's so many little things, and like I've heard so many runners say before, that old route is really a death by 1,000 cuts, and this is one of those areas where it hurts pretty bad.
For sure, it can be a little tough and tricky to get through. With newer runners, you will also see there's a handful of races I've seen also that people will pick up Ice Beam before entering Norfair just to help kill or freeze the waivers so they can actually make their way up Bubble Mountain faster. If it's not too friendly to do wall jumps or make your way up Bubble Mountain, Ice Beam's very, very helpful.
Oh yeah, can definitely recommend. That's what I used for the longest time. It's Ice Beam helps with of course, with Red Tower as well. All right, Gameaholic gonna fill up there at the bugs, then head on down to get his wave beam.
Meanwhile, Maniacal is going to make his way out of Norfair, go up Red Tower.
Yeah, so I kind of guesstimate about a minute difference between the two right now. But it's kind of hard to say. It's of course still anything could happen, but yeah, good race so far for sure.
Yeah, there is a bit of time difference between these two PBs, but anything can happen with these races. That's kind of the fun in all the commotion with races.
All right. That's something I'm really happy about there. Gameaholic also gets the double chamber exit, and both runners getting double chamber, no issue. I hate that room.
Gameaholic also getting a super from King Cac as well as the waiver. Full on supers once again. It's always nice getting good drop luck.
Oh yeah, feels good, man, for sure.
Especially if you're taking any damage after you pick up your third energy tank from high jump. It can help a lot if you have full ammo. You can quickly kill these enemies here, making your way up to the elevator, or even the CAC attacks will drop a big energy exiting, going your way up. It's really good resourceful items or decisions to make as far as managing items and your health. Maniacal doing a great job with the power bomb room.
Yep, that's what I was going to say too. Absolutely. Yeah, that was a good one. Gets the farm on both Kex, heading up to Fantoon, who will hopefully be nice to us today. He's never nice to me in the tournaments.
Charming devil that elephant is.
Yep, I've called him many names before. I think I threw my controller at the last one when he killed me.
It's a nice clean up in one Red Tower from Gameaholic.
Yeah, they both got that too. That's awesome.
Didn't mean to cut you off there. I do apologize.
Oh, no worries there, man. That's the beauty of the internet.
For sure.
All right, instead of the Ocean Fly, which of course everyone enjoys seeing, Maniacal's going to do what I think is the best choice and just double sparking across. It's what I do as well. I think you save more energy and everything.
Yeah, just holding on to more energy for sure. There's a lot of different approaches you can take as far as sparking across the ocean, trying to preserve energy, like trying to bonk your head on the wall just overhead before the door, or even like getting your charge and then like running and jumping a little bit like into the way across the ocean, and then you and your Shine Spark as well.
Yeah, anything to save health right here.
For sure. Maniacal winding up that first X Factor on Fantoon. He does not have any more power bombs, though. Fantoon opening up again with a very fast but very clean 3-round Fantoon from Maniacal.
Yeah,
Gameaholic getting his spark across the ocean as well. Clean job from both runners thus far.
Yeah, Maniacal's going to get out of this room in under 21 minutes. That's really good. All right, we'll see what the RNG elephant has for Gameaholic. Hopefully it's all the good things.
Yeah, Fantoon disappeared fast and Maniacal twice. But Fantoon also reappeared fairly fast as well. Maniacal was able to land an X Factor in there as well. That does half the boss HP if you land all of the X Factors.
Yeah, that quarter pocket X Factor is really nice.
I'm curious to see how Gameaholic chooses to fight. It doesn't look like he has power. He's not going to have power bomb selected, so I assume he's just going to try and Doppler.
It's one of those tricks that it seems like it would be easy at first until you actually go and try and do it. It's really... the timing on it is pretty crazy.
Yeah, Maniacal getting the Attic Spark, clearing out the enemies. Had to turn around for a moment and pick up some extra energy.
Oh, I missed that. I like a good attic. Mostly because I never get it.
Just getting good energy from the enemies before the spike room or bowling alley. Gameaholic's doing a really good job with these Dopplers, trying to get in as much damage as he can on Fantoon. Oh no! I assume Fantoon's gotta be like one hit away.
That's gotta be one missile.
Had to have been, yeah. If you fire a super missile before Fantoon is like officially dead, the super missile has to be the final shot that goes into Fantoon to kill it. Otherwise, the super missiles just enrage Fantoon. It was one. A very nice fight from Gameaholic, able to make it out of Fantoon.
Yeah, a little bit of a troll there from Fantoon, but he persevered. Got a good kill there. Oh, Maniacal deciding to nope out on those moat missiles there.
I think he grabbed the wave beam missiles, so I believe he's at 20 if I'm not mistaken. I may have missed it. I'm not 100% sure. It's hard to keep up sometimes.
Yeah, I think he did. If I can remember correctly, I believe he did. Yeah. He was probably going for the jump over the moat to get to the door, and then just didn't get the full-on jump. Gonna farm this cack here before heading into Hellway. Just a wonderful room here. We all remember our first playthrough going through Hellway.
Gameaholic making sure he doesn't get hit by anything. He did take a hit there from one of the enemies down there on the floor. Oh, then diagonal sparking into the goop there. He's gonna go for it again, but he doesn't have the energy to completely finish Attic, and he's got to turn around for another end. I don't think he was just paying attention to his health and just got away from it, but
Yeah, I forget how much health it takes to do that one. It's like 75, maybe more.
Yeah, a little risky.
Yeah, he's gonna have to farm here to get some health back up.
Nothing but missiles and small health drops.
Yeah.
Taking off speed booster, I think he might just attempt to go through. He should be fine. Commentator's curse. I'm gonna shut my mouth. Okay.
GG.
I need to watch it. Making sure it turns off speed booster. Just to help give, I believe it helps with the jump height if you turn off speed booster. I don't remember if he turned off high jump or not, but
that is a good question. I always have to question, and especially in 100% or randomizers, when you go to right side wreck ship, got to turn off the high jump.
Yeah, Maniacal was going for a super cool X Factor strat. I'm not 100% sure on that strat, as I haven't seen it that often, but he wanted the X Factor particles to connect as Batoon was coming out, but 2 of them hit and the other 2 went flying off. Still making quick work of him, though. The X Factors were, if the particles are still out and about, you're unable to actually shoot. And so you want to have the particles disappear as soon as possible so you can resume using your ammo to kill off the boss, but it's still a very fast Batoon. And trying to make his way up into Coliseum, but accidentally pressing up and activating his Shine Spark. Attempting to get either quarter or the full, or halfy, I should say.
Yeah, I think halfy is what he usually goes for, and gosh, I did this in my PB. I think we've all been there. It's so frustrating when you hit that ceiling like that. Oh, thank you, Phoenix. Yeah, we were curious about that. Alright, Dragon. Let's see what you're gonna do. It's never good, anything that you do, but let's see what you do this time. I have to love this game. It's my favorite game of all time. That doesn't mean I have to love Dragon, though. Alright, so sparking through the goops unfortunately does cause Dragon to cancel whatever movement forward she's making and just go off screen.
Yeah, and you are unable to actually damage Dragon while she's doing it as well.
It's super frustrating, yeah. And now she's going to do about 10 million swoops. Alright.
Still not bad. Gameaholic,
yeah.
Way back down Red Tower, choosing to pick up Spazer. I'm curious, maybe he's using it to get extra damage on Batoon or Dragon? I'm unsure.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. Yeah. I never think about that, but yeah, that does add some good damage. Alright. The shrimp is down. Judging by Maniacal splits, it looks like he is a little behind his time, but it's still a great time. It's faster than I get there. So, GG on that kill, and Lower North Air coming up next.
Yeah, Vomit Suit is acquired.
That it is.
As you're spinning around almost obsessively. Yeah, for sure. Taking Spazer, his health is low, so probably planning to just take it safe. Maybe huddle the corner, and choose to save some HP or some ammo possibly as well.
Yeah, absolutely. That's definitely a good call from him. It's something I would have
Farming
never thought to do.
Yeah, choosing to farm some Metroids as well.
Health management in this entire run is something that's so difficult to really get a grasp of until you've played it like 100 million times.
He's got 50 HP. He does need to be careful. But Batoon is nearly dead. Gameaholic putting us on the edge of our seats. 20 HP is going to get health bombed, but safely exiting the fight.
Meanwhile, Maniacal getting the vertical pancake room with an excellent strat. I love that strat. I just recently learned that from him.
Picking up his plasma beam, a super helpful beam as far as old route goes, of course. Ridley coming up is the next boss. Will only take 20 shots as well as Mother Brain.
Yeah,
it's much faster with old route instead of picking just Spazer, the Spazer instead with your wave and ice beam. Gameaholic just short, not able to make his way up just in time with that stored Shine Spark, but made an attempt nonetheless, choosing to farm a little extra health from those Metroids.
Yeah, he should be good and healthy for this Dragon fight, so the Shine Spark should be flying right in her face.
Oh my, that was pretty close. Doing a nice job controlling damage on top of those spikes, was almost able to make his way up over the top of the platform without falling down. And so Maniacal, now exiting his way out of Meridia, will be picking up Ice Beam. Curious to see as he'll take Ice Escape or he will go lower route.
That is a good question. I can't remember which one he does.
Gameaholic working on his speed booster, wasn't able to get it. Working on short charging for Dragon, as it is one of the most consistent ways to put damage into Dragon. Mainly you want to aim for that neck area of Dragon. It'll do the most damage to the hitbox with the Shine Sparks. And Shine Sparking into the wall, Dragon wasn't quite out just yet, and also getting hit by a goop at the same time, as there's some Samus echoes stuck there on the wall. Or was.
Going for the full super unload into Dragon there, that's one of my favorite ways to dispatch of her quickly.
Just needs one more to finish him off, but wasn't able to land those short charges.
Yeah, should be.
Maniacal going lower route here. Ooh, just barely missing that speed keep through that door.
Yeah, that's a nice little time save.
I'm curious as if he goes for that or not. Not sure, but also taking the refill station too, making sure he has full health for lower Norfair.
All right, Nutella would be proud. All right, we're picking up the space jump over here on the right side with Gameaholic. He's got the shrimp down. GG to him on that. He's heading down to Lower Norfair himself.
Maniacal is showing off that holding a charge beam and pseudo screwing through flames, you don't take any damage from it. So he's able to space jump his way through the lava without any issue. And here we are on our way to Lord Horfair.
You know, that chronic boost is really tricky, and see him passing up on that, and I don't blame him there at all.
Oh, as far as dropping down to the lava faster?
Yeah.
It can be a little tricky, yeah, for sure. Oh man, trying to freeze that one pirate just there on the left side of the wall so he can creep up over the top of him and drop a power bomb was just a little bit off as he climbed up on the platform to shoot up into him. He was you can kill off a pirate with a charge beam shot, and he wanted to sit in a position to where he would freeze it without killing it, as the plasma beam can pass through twice and actually kill it off completely. He wanted to freeze it, but was just off. Also demonstrating another cool thing about plasma beam is hitting enemies with it and passing through while the enemy's iframes are going, so you don't take any damage from it. Those pesky key hunters can do up to 50 damage.
Yeah, it's a huge run-in spot right there, so I'm glad to see him get through that with no trouble. Not needing the power bombs of shame feels good, man. He was close. I'm glad he remembered there. I've been known to forget that myself.
Nice drops from those gold pirates there. With nice energy and full ammo for Ridley. He's just choosing to pick up a little extra health just for the sake of it. Just heading his way straight to Ridley's door.
It was some excellent drops. You don't usually see it that nice there.
Gameaholic making a nice escape through Meridia. We're picking up his ice beam shortly.
Yeah, you know what, Toasty? I don't think anybody in this tournament can say that, well, that Ridley is their absolute most favorite. Maybe. I don't know, maybe. You'll never catch me saying that. Right, with all the health that Maniacal had, he was definitely able to just tank some hits to get shots in quicker. But of course, Toasty proving me wrong. Ridley is his favorite.
I think Ridley's a pretty cool boss. Out of all of them, I think I much prefer him. He's definitely one of the more interesting bosses.
Oh yeah, gotta give you that. It's
to watch explode. But yeah, these really good health drops. It should be a clean escape from Lower Norfair. Doing a nice job shooting that charge beam to hit that door, making his way, keeping that speed underneath that acid there. So he can make his way through the middle, the gold pirate's room fast.
A reverse plower house, I think is the name, and that's the one awesome trick to get.
Cool. Gameaholic is also going lower route. Oh, getting his speed keep and making his way to the energy room. It's super cool to see. So the time difference between going through Ice Escape versus lower route is very tricky. I think it's a slight difference, but it favors in lower route, but you have to nail it pretty darn well.
Yeah, it's very tricky. Definitely recommended in the new route to go topside. Or do you have to? You may have to. I don't know. Never run new route myself, so.
I'm not sure. I think it may make a difference with how you charge your beam shots and stuff like that.
Oh, true, yeah.
Just timing differences. Most possibly.
Alright, the power bomb situation is okay here for Maniacal. That can be an issue right here. Sometimes you'll have to stop and farm those Alcoons, and if you forget, you have to go back and farm them, which is even worse.
Gameaholic trying to set up for that short charge to get through fast pillars, but also is going to have to power bomb through these pillars.
Yep, not too bad of a time loss, 5-10 seconds somewhere in there. But gets through there pretty nicely.
Oh yeah, Herder, Phoenix down. Because of course you're going to Fantoon first and all that. You're going to Wave Beam, and then you're going from Wave Beam room down, of course. I don't know why I completely blanked that.
I did too. You know, as many times as we've watched players do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just blank out sometimes, for sure.
Yeah, I tend to do that myself. Like, I was just watching Oats and Goats do it yesterday.
Well, alright. Maniacal making his way out of Lower Norfair. He's going to make his way through Meridia now. Fastest way to get out and back up to Criteria. Gameaholic choosing, I don't know if he chooses to KO through those platforms, but just choosing to save energy, just taking his time with those platforms.
I really like this down shot. It's down shot was really my go-to for a long time. It's just feels a lot more consistent. I think a little bit slower, but
Maniacal keeping that speed booster through those blocks there. So instead of bombing it, just making quick work of that room.
It's a sweet strat.
Yeah, Gameaholic showing off that charge shot, just like charge shot down into those gold pirates, showing off how you can sometimes do instead of like a possibly one charge shot full count damage versus two if you land it properly. Fully clearing them faster just by just hitting them once.
That double hit is really tricky on those guys. Oh, Ridley. Always grabbing on. It's a good fight so far. He's really getting really good kill pace here for Gameaholic.
Yeah, he didn't choose to farm before the fight either. Did a really good job maintaining, but
Pogo champ.
Nicely done. Ridley wouldn't stop pogoing, but as Ridley came out of that pogo, trying to make sure Ridley grabs you early by jumping into his arm. And also very nice health from the Ridley drops.
Alright, getting good health on that last Metroid there was kind of concerning me there for a minute, but everything's looking really good for Maniacal so far. Looking great now. All right, Gameaholic getting out of Wasteland, which is definitely a tricky room. Yeah, so with both runners have opted to do the 4 tank on this, which makes lower Norfair much riskier than, of course, having the 5 tanks, but not having any trouble to getting past the key hunters and Wasteland there for Gameaholic.
Yeah, lower Norfair at any rate is a very, very tricky area, making sure you're not taking that much damage. It is, of course, the final area that would be in one of the final areas of the game. Enemies can do loads of damage, just trying to make sure you maintain health and all that. Whoa, Maniacal hitting that baby skip.
My man.
Playing a little yo-yo with the baby. Says, no, I'll see you later, baby.
Yeah, pretty quick one, too. Pretty quick baby skip. The only baby skips I get are like 7 rounds of jumping around.
In theory, it still is also a nice time save nonetheless. Getting it consistent can be tricky, but it's also a time save nonetheless.
I've wondered about that, because I put it off as long as I could, learning it, and yeah, I've wondered how much time that save that actually was.
So Maniacal also makes sure he takes that safety save. Oh, good grief.
No, turrets.
Taking that safety save, the turrets, unfortunately, were just being jerks. Even that first missile he ended up missing, after that first turret shot had hit him, it lingers sometime after the turret shot goes off, and sometimes will actually affect your shot even after it's gone off screen.
Yeah, the hitboxes in Torian are just... they're not awesome.
No, they aren't. And so, I should also mention, Maniacal also has... he took 2 hits from the side hoppers, leaving the Metroid rooms. Some do things to note. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness!
Little bit of meme dance going on here. The right side.
Gameaholic has killed the fish.
Sephi, look away, please. Or is it
Sephi, don't
fish?
know. I think it's both. I don't. Maniacal finishing up his Mother Brain 2. No sweat at all. Just making sure he hits Mother Brain once. Make sure he's in that 300 or his 300 energy, under 400 energy range, so that Rainbow Beam can knock him down to the correct health. Yeah, Golden showered the fish, showing off more things you could do with equipping a power bomb and charging a shot.
I'm gonna go back and get this speed keep here, see if he can jump over and open this
so
up.
Close.
Very close.
Just bonking his head over the top.
Yeah, it's still coming up on Torian with the, really good time here. Right, Maniacal just about ready to dispatch with the spiky-headed woman. My son says she looks like Donald Trump, but I've never really quite seen it.
Gameaholic had Spazer equipped to mess with the fish leaving Meridia.
Well, at least Seppi's asleep, so he can't say anything about it. Or it
No one clip that and put that in clips, and then also add Seppi with it, please. We must let it be known.
All right, it's really nice headfall right there. Headfall time is like 50, 40 something. Good time there for Maniacal. GG Era Theta. Yeah, definitely send it to him.
But Maniacal having a pretty decent Mother Brain 3. Can be a little tricky as Mother Brain's head jolts around quite a bit. Just trying to make sure that you hit those rainbow beam shots so she doesn't fire off anything as you try to finish her off as quickly as possible. Another instance of Moonfall there.
Yeah, nicely done. Because of the lag in that room, it can be really difficult to nail that Moonfall.
Also, getting that Shine Spark back up the shaft.
I don't know if I've ever seen Maniacal save the animals, so we shall see.
I wouldn't think twice about it.
He always makes the right decision. And GG to Maniacal 52-20.
52-21 for the SRL. Gameaholic trying to get around the baby a little bit, but he chose prior to take damage from that side hopper, making sure he gets his damage down so he can quickly get grabbed.
My gosh, I always forget to do that. That's a really good idea.
GG to the Maniacal. Let's see if he wants to pop in for an interview.
Gameaholic opting to skip on the save here, so hopefully he gets through with no issue. Oh, very nice. Yeah, it gets through, no trouble at all. 5 missiles to spare.
There he is. Maniacal.
Oh. What's up, man?
GG on your race.
Hey, thanks. GG.
So, 52-21, right?
Yeah, unfortunately. I'm pretty down about that time, honestly. I mean, those turrets got me good.
Can't do anything about those turrets. Yeah, that was unfortunate bit of
I
business.
could have. I messed up one of the Rinkas and ended up in the acid and clipped a missile into the lower frame of Mother Brain. And then just, like, jumped back too far and clipped a a super into the upper glass and then lost another super to the turret, and that ended it. So like I made a ton of mistakes, basically all in a very tight window of time there. But the run died at Dragon, and so I really changed my philosophy with how I was running. I had such a good early game for me, aside from the Kraid quick kill, or the Kraid slow kill. But literally everything else in my early game up to Gravity felt really, really good, except for the fast eye close. But I was about I was on minus 17 pace at Gravity, even though I got bad health drops from Fantoon and had to do some farming, and missed Kraid quick kill, which is just how nice the rest of the early game was relative to my PB, which my PB had a kind of a bad early game. But then I was plus 18 at Space Jump, and there's just not a ton of time for me to make up late. And so I decided to take the Nutella refill because my health was bad. Also, my Dragon drops were pretty bad. Took Nutella, kind of ran some slower strats, messed up Worst Room, and so started to play really conservatively. And so I knew that I wasn't going to PB, so I took the Mother Brain save. And so maybe I was a little more cavalier with Mother Brain 1 than I would have been had I not had that save to back it up. But I mean, I'm pretty happy with some of the early game split.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I kept seeing it green. It never turned red once, and I'm like, well, he's definitely on pace.
Yeah, it was red at Varia, but that was the first time it went red, yeah. But I had a gold bombs and a gold speed booster, so it was nice. 4 seconds worth of golds this run. 2 seconds of it on the bomb split. My morph to bombs was actually really good for me, just because I usually mess something up somewhere. And I did make a small mistake in the climb, but overall it was mostly clean. I had a had a good construction zone. Was overall pretty happy with how it went down. And then speed booster split, I felt really good about. Was happy with the bounce ball that I got in Cathedral. Messed up Rising Tides a little bit, so there's still some meat on the bone for that split. But yeah, PB is now over 2 minutes behind some of best, and so it's probably about time for me to knock another PB out. But just got to keep at it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you've got to be at what 49-ish for your SOB.
48, 43 is what it's at.
Oh,
now.
Even better.
So
awesome.
I need to get that PB sometime soon. And I know I have a couple seconds to save on Varia, and a few of the later game splits, there's still a few seconds. So I do need to hop out and go take care of some stuff. So I just wanted to say GG to Gameaholic. I'm sure that he's just about to finish up. I did close the stream, so I can't see it anymore. But,
yep, he's pulling up on there right now.
Okay, well, GG. Can't stick around for more of the interview, but thank you for having me in. Thank you for the commentary, Mako and Mario. And I look forward to watching it back. And take it easy.
All right, man.
No worries, Maniac. Thank you. GG to Gameaholic, finishing up his run with an SRL time of 58:42.
Yeah, also another great time for him. Of course, his PB is 56, so being at 58 it's a great run for a tournament setting. All right, both runners making the correct decision, letting the animals fry, so overall very happy with it. Great runs from both.
Also, see if you'd like to pop in for an interview.
42, okay. I was trying to guess what his in-game time would be. I was thinking more like 40, but yeah, 42. Yeah, definitely make sure you're following these guys. I think all of us are pretty good friends here already, but in case there's anybody new, definitely give these guys a follow. Follow Mario. He's an awesome dude. Very fast.
Thank you. Make sure to give Mako a follow as well.
Oh, the 22% there for Maniacal, so got the 20, yeah, the 20 missiles, I believe, yeah. I think Gameaholic should be 25 or 26. Yeah, so we'll give it a minute here to see if Gameaholic wants to join in.
Hey.
Oh, hey, Game. GG, man.
Yeah, thanks for the GGs. Oh, I can't remember the last time I enraged Fantoon. Man, one more missile. I can't believe that was a little dirt for me.
Yeah, the one missile left, that was, yeah, when Fanny does that, it's just, there's no way around it. It's just a, yeah. But I'm glad you came through there strong. Yeah, your PB is 56.
Yep.
So you came in really close to that, and that definitely is a good run there. Everybody wanted to know about the Spazer as well.
Oh, yeah. So that was just for this heavy fish.
I
thought so.
am so proud of you for that. I respect that for sure.
I figured that since I already botched that run, I may as well have some fun with it.
I love it. I cannot wait to tell Sephi.
Yeah, man, we've got a clip out to him already, I've been told in chat.
I saw that. It's like, oh man, I'm going to hear it from him. Probably hear it from him soon, but it's like, I just thought, hey, we never get to see Nif Golden Shower, so why not doing his fish with his favorite beam?
Yeah, for sure. Showing off another thing you can do with a charge shot with power bombs equipped. The Golden Shower.
Yeah, so aside from the Golden Shower there, Game, it was a great run. Was there anything in particular that stood out to you?
Trying to think. Like I said, the runs were, it just felt super sloppy after I messed up with the Fantoon, and even so, I think that was like a 5-round Fantoon. That's even if I got that extra missile in. And Dragon, like, I don't know how. I was actually practicing that before this run, and I think I only got like two decent sparks on him, and that was basically it. And I missed. Basically, I just couldn't get the short charges off.
You had some pretty rough segments there with her swooping too. That I don't remember how many swoops it was, but she was really letting you have it.
Too many, but it didn't help that I didn't get any short charges off like between any of those.
But you had the full supers though, so got to unload those into her.
Yeah, that's why I farmed before Dragon, since Ridley is someone I was comfortable without needing any farm since I already do RBO with him.
Your Ridley was really good.
Yeah.
I gotta say that was definitely a really good, really fast Ridley.
Yeah, I had to learn how to let him grab me during the pogos, since I used to have segments where like he just wouldn't stop pogoing. So I figured, okay, well, how do I end this fight when he pogos? And
he was definitely pogo champ.
Yeah, it's super tricky considering it's like Ridley can still be a jerk even long after you put 20 charge shots into.
Yeah, it was a really cool trick. Like Zenny did a trick with his RBO run where basically right as he rises up, if you jump and hold towards his direction, it'll actually trigger his kill animation. Because if you do it incorrectly, then he'll do his typical grab. Because normally when he pogos, even after he's dead, he doesn't suicide when he grabs unless you jump at that specific moment.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's interesting. Like normally you don't really need to do that, but in RBO, every second counts.
No, yeah, for sure. It's really cool and unique, and it also helps kill Ridley off faster.
Oh yeah. It helps without their injury too, because even if he does die, like you're often at mercy of his is RNG if his tail gets in the way when he grabs you or not. Not that I was in danger of dying, but I like to avoid damage if I can, and not to mention if he dies quicker, then all the merrier.
Right.
Absolutely. So, do you have any closing comments or anything you'd like to add?
Nothing that I can think of, but just want to say good games, Michael. He's been a super consistent rep. I knew his PB was pretty good, but I was actually more worried about his consistency, since in a lot of his PB attempts, he usually hits a lot of 51s. And surprisingly, he actually missed like a lot of the the ones that you typically don't miss, like crit kill, and there's another one too. But I was actually surprised, like, wait, did he actually miss that? Since he's usually spot on with most of his mechanics.
Yeah, he had a little bit of struggle with Mother Brain 1 and took a safety save, but the turret and also firing some super missiles into the glass.
I saw that and I was like, well.
Yeah, Mother Brain 1 is actually the toughest Mother Brain fight you can do, actually.
But nonetheless, shoutouts. That was a really good run from him. So shoutouts to him, and looks like he's doing some more PB runs. So hope he gets that sub 50 soon.
Yeah, definitely. It's not going to be too long for him, I have a feeling. And that 55 and below is coming for you as well, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, look forward to it. Surprisingly, in my last PB run, I was actually like about 20 seconds ahead, and of all the things I messed up, I ended up botching the Zeb skip, which is something I usually don't have issues with. So
I did mine too.
It's what happens when I get nervous, but you win some, you lose some. So I'll get it.
Absolutely. So guys, if there's nothing else there, I'd like to thank you, Mario, for joining in.
Yeah, no worries, man. Thanks
for the commentaries. Peace.
Hey, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Game. Have a good... Well, all right. Let's see. What do we got on the schedule?
Yeah, that's what I was going for too. If you're closer to it, though, I'll let you get it.
So that does wrap up the matches for tonight. We have tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll have Zenkai versus Doc.
Ooh, a good one.
And as well as my race tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time versus Cheaty Face.
Hey, good luck to you guys. That's going to be a good one.
It'll
Gosh,
be very
you guys
good.
are really close. So, yeah, definitely. And thank you to Feasel and Speed Gaming, of course, for putting all these on and for everything that they do.
Yeah, thank you guys a ton. And most importantly, thank everybody here for coming out and watching tonight. It is a bit late, but thank you all for watching the race. It was a very good treat to watch.
Absolutely. Yep, without... Oh, hang on. I thought I closed the stream there. Okay, no, I'm still good. But yeah, man, I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here. Good luck tomorrow in your match, Mario, and chat. Everybody have a good night.
Yeah, thank you, Mako, and have a good night yourself, and have a good evening, everybody.